Hi everybody, welcome to Black Moon Goddess Intuition. I'm Rasmika, Black Moon. We're going to do a little Wig Shop Tarot today and see what the energy is like right now. So for whatever reason, again, I still can't go live on Facebook. I don't know what the problem is, but whatever. One monkey don't stop no show. Thank you guys for spirit for the energy. Thank you guys for spirit for my gifts and my talents. Give me a message for the collective that is for their greatest and highest good, their greatest and highest in transformation and empowerment, for their spiritual, emotional, mental, and consciousness growth. Whoa. I hope everybody has a good weekend coming up. We do have the new moon coming up this Saturday, so everybody make your moon water. Set your water out in the new moon, which of course is not going to be out. You're not going to be able to see it, but the energy is still there. This is the energy of the things that you want to manifest, the things that you want to receive, the things that you are willing to accept into your life and receive. So just be mindful when you do your affirmations, make your moon water with your intentions, things of that nature. I will be starting to do collective moon workings. So if you want your name and your intention put in on a new moon or a full moon candle working that I will be doing, I will make the announcement. It won't be this new moon, but I think I'm going to do it for the full moon that's coming up next. So I'll make that announcement. Just be sure to keep your notification bell on to know when that will be. All right. So I'm kind of feeling the energy of like weariness. It's like you're tired, but you know you got to keep going because you're almost at the finish line. You don't want to give up. You know that if you give up at this moment in time, that you're shortchanging yourself, and that you're looking for that inner strength, that second wind almost to push through to make it to the finish line. Not necessarily finish line because we're never finished, right? Because we're constantly growing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly transforming, we're constantly becoming new and better people. At least you're supposed to. That's what maturity is. That's what self-development is. Okay? So we've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Strength card. And we got the Hangman. So this is basically exactly what I was saying. The Page of Swords technically speaks of learning, gathering information. This may be spying. This could be just gathering information on a specific subject. This is also like immature thoughts. So maybe you're in this energy of feeling immature, like, okay, I'm in this energy where I know I need to get through it. I know I do. I know I'm tired, but everything is happening for a reason. Like, if I could just make it through this, then I can get through to that transformative state that I need to be in. I kind of feel like with this Page of Swords and the fact that he's looking at the Strength card and the Strength card is looking at the Hangman, it's like everything is going into the future. Like the thoughts of this young person, or these new thoughts, these newfound, what's the word? This newfound communication, maybe. Okay, so under the king, it's like you're going through this overhaul of how you think, of how you move, of how your brain ticks. I tell people a lot of times, one of my favorites is saying is like, my mind just don't click like that because I don't understand certain things. Like, me and stupid don't get along. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make spiritual sense. It doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't make universal sense. It doesn't make any type of sense. Me and stupid don't get along. You dig me? Because my mind don't click like that. But I feel like there is going to be a change in the way that your mind clicks, if you get me. You know what I mean? And it all has to do with your own personal stability and your own personal security. I feel like you're going to let go of and have the strength to overcome the things that have kept you in this kind of blocked state. Like, things don't manifest just the way you want them to. They're kind of wonky. That you have highs and lows, and you're going up and down with the highs and lows. I think that you're going to be learning now to be able to stabilize your energy, ground yourself so that you are not going up and down with the ways of life, that you already know that everything that is for you is here for you now. It's not something that is aloof, or not something that's an idea. It's not something that is fleeting. It's something that is always present, because God is always present. Okay, so I think you're taking this time to overcome that negative talk from the ego, and you're teaching your ego, that lower self, that immaturity in you, to be more mature, to see things in a more universal way, to burn away all of the narcissism and all of the negativity and all of the bad attachments and all of the things that have kept you in this space, that kept you kind of chained and bound. But they're chained and bound to a tree. Trees hold knowledge, wisdom of the earth. They're the oldest things on this earth, damn near, you know? So the rings tell you how old they are. This is telling you how old they are. There's rings, there's chains on here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 straps based on this person. So you could be going through this. You could have been going through this for 7 years, 7 months, 7 days. 7 is significant in this card for me right here. And the 12 breaks down to a 13. And right under that card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I think in this space where you've been, you're coming out of that. So you're coming out of the darkness into the light, if you see here. It's a progression. And when you come into the light, you're coming into something that's stable. You're coming into something that's secure. You're coming into something that's going to give you a foundation, a jump off, like. Okay, so it's like you're taking the courage to overcome all of the things that have kept you in the dark. You see, he's blinded here, and he's on fire still. And then there's the pentacle in the background, which is the pentacle here. So some of you maybe have a negative attachment to money. Some of you may have a negative attachment to manifesting what you want. At this moment in time, it's saying that you need to overcome that. You need to look at it from a higher perspective, from a more universal perspective, from a perspective that is going to empower you instead of shackle you and suppress you. Okay? Moving forward, it's like it's that energy of do the work and trust the process. Right? I know you're tired. I know you're weary. I know you're trying to look for answers in all the places that you can look for answers for, but all the answers are within you. So if you want to look for answers, take that time and meditate. Take that time to be alone. Take that time to have a quiet time. Block out the world. Turn your phone off. You know, go in your own little sacred space. Create your own little sacred space and let everybody around you know, hey, this is my time. This is my time. I need quiet time. I need time to think. I need time to be with myself. I need time to rest. Some of you need to get some sleep. I understand that completely. And with sleep comes rejuvenation. And with rejuvenation brings back your receptivity. So some of you, your reception is off. What you're thinking is off about what you're seeing, and what you're thinking is off to what your reality really is. What else do we have, please, Spirit? For the collective on this Thursday. Also be mindful, Mercury retrograde is coming in on May 10th. So make sure that, you know, there's going to be traffic issues. There's going to be communication issues. There's going to be old exes and things from the past coming up into your awareness. And this may be what this is. This may be coming up to bring all of those things that you thought of, or those things that you were carrying on with you from a youngin'. You know what I mean? From adolescence even. Just thoughts about security and how you thought security would look and how you thought that stability would look for you. It's changing. And it's okay. It's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. Bobby Brown. Okay? Do that. You can change your mind. You can change the way you can change what you think. You can change what you believe. You can change, and you're moving forward on a higher plane. With this lotus here, this gives me enlightenment energy. This gives me kundalini rising. This is like you're going to another level here. And literally, I just heard new level, new devil. So you're moving to another level, but you have to overcome some new demons and new devils in that to make sure that you are utilizing that energy properly, so that you are getting the messages and that you are understanding what is being told to you, what is being conveyed to you, what God's source spirit is trying to get you to understand. This is also people coming back into your life that is going to be of assistance. Maybe they weren't assisting you before. Maybe they were in some other kind of place, but everybody is on a different path in their journey. So don't blame people. Just like you can change, so can they. But don't do it at the detriment of yourself. If you're somebody that, look, this is happening quickly. There is some kind of upheaval, not even upheaval. I don't want to say upheaval. I want to say there's some drastic changes coming. There's some drastic changes coming, almost like a tower moment, but this is not devastating to the point. You know what I mean? The Tower card speaks of devastation. It speaks of tearing down the old foundation to rebuild a new structure. This, for me, this kind of energy that I'm getting is more of a dramatic and quick breakthrough type of energy. The Three of Wands, it speaks about your ships coming in, the things that you prayed for, the things that you asked for, the things that you've been seeking, the things that you went into this hangman moment for, because the hangman he puts himself in this type of self-isolation to gain more knowledge, hence the tree. They've bound themselves to this tree. This could be 7 days, 7 hours, so this could happen overnight. This can happen within the next 7 minutes, 7 days, 7 something. 7 is significant, so just be mindful of that. Okay? And it's all about your transformation. It's all about what you are grounding and rooting in within your body, within your aura, within your chakras. And this is also about the things that you're releasing from that. I also feel like with this Eight of Wands card, there is some kind of communication that is going to be coming to you about how you can overcome. I feel like there's going to be some kind of newfound freedom, even because with the birds and the wands soaring through the air, I feel like I can literally feel the breeze with the intensity. So it's like all of those things that you've been looking for, they're going to be coming in. You just have to be willing to get out of your own way to see it, to hear it, to feel it, to embody it. Be on your guard, basically. You know what I mean? Be on your mental and a physical guard. Be on that spiritual, have your antennas up, basically. Because the world is changing. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, like I said. And it's moving with intensity. That's what I said. There's an enlightened intensity coming here with all of these cards. We've got 2 major arcana. No, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 major arcana. That is very significant. There's 5 major arcana, which this is spirit. This is things that are not necessarily seen, but this is things that are moved by spirit. These are your ancestors. These are the prayers that have gone up for you since you were a child that are coming into fruition for you, because it's like now you feel like the time is now. The time is now for you to get the things that you've been wanting. For you to, you're tired. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of playing games. You're tired of trying to get other people to see you for how you want to be seen. And the problem is they're not seeing you that way because you're not seeing yourself that way. You're not seeing yourself as being this capable person. It's like you think it sometimes, but you're not there with it all the time. You're not truly embodying it. And this is what I'm saying when I'm saying that your time is now. The time for procrastination, the time for looking for answers is over with. You've got all of the answers inside of you. There's no reason to look outside of yourself. There's no reason to put yourself in this, it's like putting yourself through a tutorial almost of how to do this or how to learn that or how to be this. It's already there. It's already innately in you. It's already your God-given right. It's already your birthright, right? Let go of the conflict and confusion. Let go of the mental conflict and the mental confusion. It's like someone is sitting there orchestrating the shit. That's your ego. That's your lower self. They're sitting there watching all of the bullshit go down. You're watching all of the bullshit go down. And everybody is fighting against themselves. These are all different aspects of you. These are these five senses. These are your physical senses, your six senses outside of you. Well, it's inside of you, but outside of you, if you dig me. It's you connecting with the universe. You connecting with things that are not quantified by normal five senses. So it's like your five senses are fighting. It's fighting the emotion, the intuition, and it's pushing it away. But it's like the time is now with the Wheel of Fortune. The time is now to get what it is that you've been wanting. Okay? It's not the time to be burdened. It's time to pick up those sticks and make a choice of not being in this energy. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 of Wands, double confirmation. You're taking these 8 of Wands, you're picking up these 8 of Wands, and you're going to build something. You're not being burdened by it. You're not letting it take you down this dirty, dirty road, and you're not going to some type of, you're not in this energy of being told that, okay, this is your path. You already know. So as it is here, you're taking these 8 wands. As you can see, these 8 wands don't have any, they're not flourishing. They're just there, right? They're just there. These 8 wands, however, have budding leaves, and they have something blowing in the wind. Like they're flourishing, they're growing, they're abundant, they're still alive. And it's like you're taking what you thought was dead and you're revamping it into something beautiful. So whatever you thought that was dead inside of you, whatever you thought was not going to produce fruit, not going to be anything but just a thought, that is your immature thinking, and it's keeping you in this place of false security. And you're being in this place of false security. What is the advice, please, for the collective in this situation? We got the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles back to back. Change the way you see your stability. Change the way you see your resources. Change the way you connect with those things that are there for you. This chick is behind a wall. These people, they've turned that wall. Oops, dang, okay. Excuse me. All right. They turn that wall into their walkway. You see me? They turn that wall into their walkway. What was once keeping them bound, now they're walking on it. Okay? So the advice here is to change the way you see yourself. Change the way you see your stability. Because some of you are more stable than you realize. You don't even realize all of the goodness and all of the abundance that you have because you're too busy you're too busy in this negative energy trying to get physical sensations. This is more of feeding the ego. And now the advice is don't do that. Your ego is supposed to be like on a low vibrational person. Your ego is a bitch. He's very nasty. That ego is always telling you something that is bad and is always giving you bad senses and always just watch out for that because you can't trust this and you can't trust that. Remember what happened last time you did that? It didn't turn out good. That means don't do it this time. No, that doesn't mean don't do it this time. That means change the way you do it. Change the way you see it. Change the way that you are perceiving the actions and the thoughts that you are trying to bring in. You can't get something new with an old thought process. You can only manifest new things with a new agenda. You can't go back. You can't start a new project with an old agenda. It just doesn't work. The old agenda is the old agenda for a reason. So it's saying that you need to understand that there is a windfall coming. Usually the The Five of Pentacles speaks about being left out in the cold, financial hardships, things of that nature. But with the King of Wands, with the Knight of Wands, it's telling me that what was once in and out for you, like money would come, then would leave, money would come, then would leave. If you see here, there are 3 pentacles here that are shining a light on them. There's 3 pentacles. This speaks of security. This speaks of coming together, and this speaks of plans being made. This speaks of networking. This speaks of you coming together with someone that has the fire and drive that you do, and that's going to help you realize what it is that you need to do. This is somebody like, it's kind of like you're going to realize, look at that. Your wish fulfillment is going to be like almost like a wish come true. And then you're going to have the world at your feet. As the sands through time, so do the seasons change. So as you go through this, be mindful that you're in an ever-changing place right now. Right now, the collective is in a place of changing dramatically. There's an eclipse coming up. There's the new moon coming up. Mercury retrograde is coming up. We got a lot of things happening in the universe, in our solar system, that is going to affect us all in different ways. Some of us are going to rise to the occasion and be like, yes, this is what I've been looking for. This is the clarity that I needed. Whether it came in a, I don't want to say positive, but it's like you're learning that even though something may adversely affect you, it can also, that adversity had to happen in order for you to move on. Sometimes God has things happen to us that we don't see as favorable, but it's because we were hesitating to move on it ourselves. Excuse me. Also, if there is something that has to do with an unknown judgment that's coming, I feel like it's like you don't see what justice really is. You don't really understand what justice means. You don't understand that vengeance is not yours. You don't understand that the things that, and look, what did I say? What didn't I call it? I told you I didn't need these cards for real. Didn't I call it? Called the Tower card. I said I feel Tower energy, but it's more of an enlightened Tower energy, not a destructive Tower energy. But there is some destruction that needs to happen. There needs to tear down your ways of thinking. There needs to tear down the conditioning. Even how you see abundance, how you see your wealth, how you quantify stability. What is stability? What does that mean? Does that mean that your bills are paid on time all the time? Does that mean that you have food in your refrigerator? Does that mean that you have clothes on your back? Your children, your grandchildren, the people in your community and in your environment and in your life are well taken care of? What is security? Is it depending on it from someone else? Can you give yourself security? Do you trust yourself to give yourself security? Or are you still tethered to this narcissistic idea that your happiness depends on the people that are around you? That's self-defeating. Don't do that. I'm just saying. I'm guilty of it. I am a recovering people pleaser. People that know me would be like, nah. But for real, like, most people don't know that about me. I really care about making sure that the people that I consider my people, that I feel a certain protective motherly energy for, that they're okay, whether they're my children or my grandchildren or not. These are people that I feel close to, and these are people that I feel like I am personally responsible for. Okay? But it's like, with that being said, it's like, no one else is your responsibility but you. Not your children, not your grandchildren. Of course, unless they're minors. If they're minors, you are supposed to be taking care of them. And look, the Tower card again, with the Page of Pentacles, which is all about grounding and learning and apprenticeship. So this is learning how to see through all of the destruction, to see the plans that are going to be made. Get out of your own head and let go of all of those things that were keeping you down. You see, these swords are not touching the man. They're not touching the ground. Like, you can, like, this is over with. You can literally slide up under here. Look, as soon as I said that, there is the Joker card. Not the Joker card, the Fool card. Okay, it's like everything, and he's juggling. He's literally juggling all of the what are those? Zodiacs. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. That's the Wig Shop Tarot for today. I'm gonna be out this piece. I don't know what's up with my Facebook, so whenever I'm ever to go live again, you know, thank you guys. But watch my replay, leave me a comment, share, like, subscribe. And if you are tired of being in your own way and you want to learn how to get past your own insecurities, dig deep and build strong boundaries so that you can live the life of freedom that you want, if you know that you've tried doing this on your own and it hasn't worked, if you know that all the things that you want are right there in front of you, you just don't know how to do it, you need some strategy, you need some help, contact me. We can have a soul conversation. I can tap into your deepest soul's desires and have a conversation with your higher self and get that meaning out to you. All right? Drop me an emoji, like, share, subscribe. Peace.